VIDA Fitness. My name's Colleen. I'm the fitness director for VIDA, and I'm going to take you through about a 15-minute arm workout today. You will want to have a band, a long band. You'll also want to have something that you can use as weight. So that might be water gallon jugs or dumbbells, whatever it is you have at your disposal. I'm also going to show you an exercise that you can do with the straps. So I've got mine hanging here on the door. These are very inexpensive online, so you can find an option. You might also be able to get away with like using a sheet that's been draped over your door. Just make sure whatever you use is secure. And if you don't have that, I'll give you an alternative. Okay? Today I'm going to show you the first set of each exercise, and then you can decide to do more sets depending on what your goal is. So if you're just starting out, try one set of each, see how you feel. Otherwise, feel free to do 2, 3, 4 sets or more, depending on what it is you're trying to accomplish. First up, we're going to circle those arms nice and big. Take your thumbs toward the back of the room, and then turn your palms out. You want to do this without shrugging the shoulders, just get some good movement through the joint. Then you want to hug the body and open out wide. So you're squeezing the chest and then giving it a good stretch. Knees are soft. You're loose through those hips, not locking anything out. Yeah, keep it coming. Very nice. You're going to grab that long band. This might also work with a towel. If you have a long towel, find the place where you can hold, take the band up and overhead, and then reach down toward your hips. If you're getting to a place where it's really painful or uncomfortable, you've gone too far. So you've got to have a towel that's big enough to enable you to make this movement possible. Make sure that you're getting good movement through the shoulder, but not at the expense of a lot of discomfort. Yeah, that's not the goal. Good. Keep coming. We're pulling that band downward and slightly outward. It's got give. If your towel doesn't have any give, make sure again that grip is nice and wide so you're able to facilitate this movement without lots of discomfort. Good, good. Still using that band, you're going to hold it out in front of you and just pull wide and back to center. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together as you pull wide. Avoid arching the back to facilitate this, so keep your navel drawing into your spine and just start to feel a little burn going through the front side and back side. We're going to take this around the back. Bring the hands into the handles or continue to hold the band and just squeeze together and open. So that band is wrapped around the backside body. If you don't feel anything in the shoulders or the chest, you're going to want to reach your hands closer to each other so you get more tension from that band. I've got just a tiny bend in the elbow, squeezing to center and releasing out wide. Just hang out here for a 4. Exhale together. Good, just a couple more. Last one. Cool. All right. For now, you can lose the band. We're going to start with a good old push-up to get that chest ready to rock. So find your plank position. Take your feet together and just lower down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now you're not trying to bang these out. You want to come down so the chest is just below the height of the elbows and then drive up to the top. Knees are a good option if you're looking for something that's just a little more accessible. You're here for 12 to 15 reps. So if you start to feel pretty winded, pretty wiped at around 12 reps, then that's good for you. But if you've still got it in you and you know you can get to that 15 mark, go for that. If this isn't challenging enough, you can put your feet up on a chair or a wall and make this a decline push-up. Then you move from this position to do your push-up. That's a good option too. All right. Exercise 2. We move from our push-up into working the backside body, so we give that chest a quick rest. We're going to do a row. I'm going to show you how to do this with the straps. You can also take a bar across 2 chairs and then work your way underneath the bar to do rows. A broomstick could work for that. You just need to make sure it can support your body weight. So for these rows, we're going to keep the palms turned in, lift the hips so you're in a tabletop position, And then slowly pull up and lower down. Exhale, squeeze between the blades. Inhale, lower. Keep going, 12 to 15 repetitions. If you need to take some of the intensity away from this exercise, you can stand all the way up. And the further away you stand from that door, the easier it becomes. That's what's great about these straps. So you can be almost upright and start there if you're just getting started with this exercise or with strength training. Otherwise, the closer you get to that door, the tougher it becomes. 12 to 15 reps. Third exercise, we're going to use that band and get into the biceps. So bring your band underneath both your feet and stand hip distance apart. Make sure you've got an even amount of band on each side. Hug the elbows into the sides without pinning them, and exhale to curl. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you curl. You're just here for 12 to 15 repetitions. Ensure that the elbows aren't coming back behind the body, and they're not super out in front of the body either. They're really nice and alongside you. Exhale up, inhale down. After your 12 to 15 reps, take a breather. We're moving to the triceps next. For this particular exercise, you'll want to use your straps again, and I'll give you an alternative. So, for your straps, hands come straight out from the shoulders, close together, heels lift. You're going to avoid sticking the butt out, so make sure you've tucked the tailbone under. Then bend at the elbows so that your knuckles come to your hairline. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Again, the further you are from the door, the easier this becomes. The more challenging it will be the closer you are to that door. So choose your positioning wisely. If you don't have straps, you can take a backpack full of books, a bag of cat litter, something heavy that you've got around your house, and you can do an overhead extension instead. For the overhead extension, you'll just split your stance, tuck that tailbone under, reach it straight up overhead, bend the elbows, exhale, push up. To do this tricep extension, you want the elbows to stay in close to your temples, so don't let them flare out super wide. Keep it nice and tight. Inhale down, exhale up. Whichever one you opt for, you're looking for that last rep or two to be challenging, so check on that. All right, so that's your first block of exercises. We hit your chest, we hit your back, we hit your biceps, we hit your triceps. Take a breather, repeat that for as many sets as you like, and we'll move to our next block. 4 exercises. First up, for the chest, we're gonna do a chest fly. So you've got your gallon jugs of water, you've got your weights, whatever it is. You wanna pick that up and then lie down on your mat or some kind of padded surface. So if I adjust my weight and I'm ready to rock, you'll lie down, feet flat on the floor, hip distance apart. Inhale, open the arms, elbows slightly bent. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze up. Avoid shrugging your shoulders into your ears. Squeeze nice and tight to the top. Big breath in, big breath out. You've got 12 to 15 repetitions here. Work through your chest fly and then adjust your weight if you need to. Maybe you grab soup cans for this next one, or like one of those bigger water bottles. That's something that's going to weigh less than a gallon of water, but more than a mini water bottle or a can of beans, right? Figure out what's going to work for you, and we're going to do a reverse fly. So for the reverse fly, we're going to stand on our 2 feet, hip distance apart, hinge at the hips, nice flat back. Exhale to lift the weights out to the sides. Inhale back down. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades together, holding strong for just a moment at the top, avoiding flinging the arms open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. 12 to 15 reps. Coming back to your triceps, you want that long band. For this, you need something to wrap it around. So maybe you've got a doorknob, that's what I'm going to use. Maybe there's like a leg of furniture that you could wrap it around. Whatever it is, you want it to be nice and still. And we're going to do a bent over kickback. So I've got tension here on the band. I'm pulling it taut, feet hip distance apart. Hinge at the hips, pull the elbows into the sides. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Again, you want to feel this in the back of the arm without rolling the shoulders forward. So keep the chest lifted and open. Draw the belly away from the thighs. This is a tricep kickback. It's done just as well with dumbbells, with that water bottle, right? With whatever kind of resistance is going to make sense for you and the back of that arm. After you've hit your 12 to 15 reps, let's hit our hammer curls. Hammer curls can be done with that same weight that you used for your chest fly or your reverse fly. The difference is that your palms face in for this. When we were playing with the band before, palms faced forward. Now, palms face in. Soften your knees and exhale to pull up. Inhale down. Now, when you've got the dumbbells instead of that band, sometimes it can be easier to kind of let your elbows change all kinds of position. Like they come forward and go backward. Keep them in the same spot throughout the exercise. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Controlled the whole time. That's it. 12 to 15 reps. All right, folks, that's block 2. You're going to go through your chest fly, your reverse fly, your tricep kickback, and your hammer curl. As many sets as you want. Our third and final block is up next, and it's a doozy. We're going to start with the straps to do a different kind of chest press. So you'll take handles in hands. Stand with the arms nice and long. Again, the tailbone's tucked under. And you're just going to lower yourself into this chest press. Exhale, lift. Handles come away from each other, and then they come toward each other. Make sure you're not letting those hips stay back and behind you, and you're also not bowing into the movement. Like a plank position, the body stays strong and stable throughout the lowering and the lifting phase. Heels are up. For more challenge, you can turn to face your anchor point during a chest press. That's a good option. This also works with weight. So if you want to lie flat and do a chest press with weight, that's an option as well. Either way you swing it, we're working the chest in a third and different way. Next up, we're going to challenge that back again with just some swimmers and back extensions. Now, I'm pregnant, so I'm not going to lie flat on a mat. You could lie flat on a mat and then extend up by lifting the legs and arms, avoiding pressing your belly into the floor. You would draw the navel in, lift the legs and the arms, and release. Lift the legs and the arms, and release. I'm going to show you a variation on the stability ball. So my hips come against the stability ball. My feet are against the wall. And most of my belly's not pressing into the ball. It's really just sort of my hips. So I'm going to lift the chest, squeeze my shoulder blades together, extend the arms, and come back down. I extend, squeeze, reach, and release. Now that's a great option lying flat on the floor as well. 12 to 15 reps. That's what everything looks like today, right? 12 to 15 reps. Okay, next up, we're gonna do a tricep dip. You can do this on the floor, or you can do it with a chair or a stair step, whatever you got around. For your tricep dip, you'll come to seated, hands behind your hips, lift your hips, bend your elbows, exhale, press. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. Down, up. You want your elbows to draw in toward each other versus flaring out wide. And you want to make sure that you're actually bending the elbows and not just lowering and lifting the hips. You can bring your hips down, bend the elbows, exhale, lift, bend the elbows, exhale, lift. This is another one that you're going to want to do 12 to 15 reps of. Finally, last but not least, we will serve a tray. Do this with that gallon of water, that heavy backpack, whatever you got. Elbows soft, palms face forward, feet hip distance apart. Exhale, scoop to chest and shoulder height. Inhale, lower. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, lower. You do this without allowing yourself to hinge backward, and you do this without swinging, right? You're just squeezing to lift. The chest stays broad. Inhale, down. 12 to 15 repetitions, and that'll take care of your third block. For that final set, you've got the strap chest press. We're rocking a back extension from lying or on the stability ball. Then you have tricep dips, followed by serve a tray. For those biceps, and let's be honest, just a little bit of shoulder. Do that for as many sets as you like, and within 15 minutes, those arms, that chest, and even some of the muscles in your back are going to be pretty cooked. Thanks again. My name is Colleen. Have a great day.